This is Julie.
Hey, calendar. What's my morning like?
Julie's about to have a long day.
At 9 a.m., soccer carpool. 9:10, purchase birthday card. 9:05, dry cleaning.
Did you just go backwards?
I'm sorry, I can't fit that question into your schedule. 9:15, cry for a little bit.
For days that won't end, let Schwann's help. With Schwann's, you can get delicious meals that go from freezer to table in minutes, not hours. Ordered, delivered, done. That's homemade easy. Visit today at schwanns.com. After a long day of being pulled in every direction, the last thing anyone wants to think about is, what's for dinner? That's where Schwann's can help, with a variety of real food choices, frozen to lock in freshness. From ready-made meals, premium meats and side dishes, to vegetables, ice cream, and more. Schwann's foods go from freezer to table in minutes, not hours, so you can pull off a delicious meal in no time at all. Ordered, delivered, done. That's homemade easy. To help simplify mealtime, visit schwanns.com.
I was still trying to get out of the cab. And I was on the phone with two calls at once trying to fucking figure out where the hell we were at.
That's just fucking Luke telling us about shit going on.
There you go.
This is Jim the Keys bartender coming to you from Shipwrecks, episode 126. Didn't say that. That's the title. Didn't say that. But it's funny. I saw her Luke talking just in the mic. I say we should just, instead of having music, we should ask you a question about something that happened in your life, and you just go on and talk about it. Right into it, and then
that'll happen.
We'll cut in with the show. You know, that is funny. So something happened to me this morning when I was at the my normal meeting, but I'm going to have to try to make it about something that happened to me in the past, because I don't want to get the guy in trouble today. So years ago, I worked in a restaurant, and I was in my 30s, and they had I was friends with the general manager. I was just a bartender there. And we're hanging out, and oh God, these dogs were in love.
He just
T-Bone's in love with everybody.
He has to say hi.
He was crying. So we were just drinking, and he just at the bar, and he looks over at me. He goes, and there was 25 waitresses and cocktail servers and all these different girls there, a co-check girl and a hostess. And he just looks around and he goes, Jim, who's the hottest girls here? And I said, I don't really feel comfortable. You know, I was in my late 30s. The general manager was maybe 43. And most of the girls were in their early 20s, right? So, and here I am, and I just don't want to say shit. And then I said, well, they're all freaking hot. That's the way they got hired here. And they go, and then I named 15 girls, and he goes, nah. And I said, not the hostess, man. Do you mean the hostess? She's 16 years old. And he looks at me like I'm fucking crazy. He goes, no, he didn't mean the host. The hostess was hot, but she was 16 years. He's looking at me and says, no, I'm not. I said, I'm looking at her and said, well, if she put some more makeup on, she'd be hot. And then he just kept on getting worse and worse while I'm looking at her. I go, oh, yeah, you're right. She is kind of hot if she puts some makeup on and stuff like that. And he says, no, I have a daughter that age. He was totally creeped out. And I kept on saying, well, she does have a hot body. She's 16. She hasn't born any children. And he just looks at me and says, just shut the fuck up right now. Stop it. He goes, I didn't say that girl. And it was something like I went to it right away. He asked me a question. He said, who do you think the hottest one? And it wasn't the hostess. But I was just trying to point out and saying, I hope you weren't pointing at the hostess. And that was kind of happened today.
Though, man, is I think once a girl is 16, it's fine to oogle.
I disagree with that, but
you shouldn't flirt
I disagree.
Or anything, but
no,
you can
no,
oogle from a distance, man.
No, I just meant to comment when I
was it reminds of us of being in high school.
The guy's already objectifying woman, but he has a cutoff age where he's going to do it.
Well,
that
like I
hypocrisy. And you're pointing out the hypocrisy.
I'm
You're
saying
pointing out the
16
hypocrisy,
is-
and I think
is-
Bill probably is doing the same thing.
Dude, I'll do the dirty old man, sneak a little look around the side of the aisle at
You can't
Publix.
help if some of these girls,
Like,
man,
damn.
they're built. They're
I don't believe your mom let you
shit.
out of the house wearing that.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? We should go unrestricted creepy right now.
What's that?
Unrestricted creepy.
Oh, please don't.
Let me go like this. Okay, I'll explain one thing to you. My brother, I was down for my sister-in-law's birthday at the time. I think I was in my late 30s. I'm like 39. My brother's 2 years younger. He's 37. We're driving around outside of Baltimore, Maryland to go and get beer. Store now. Some party we're looking. We're getting beer, ice, and all that supply. And we drive by. Drive by a gas station. It's outside of Baltimore. It's Towson University, and the gymnastics team is doing a car wash at a busy intersection. A car wash and a busy intersection. A girls' gym. Luke, I got to see your eyes, man. I don't see your fucking eyes. It was a college girls' gymnastic team.
I know those are all the flat chicks.
I'm just saying that's fucking hot. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but they're all flat, man.
No, they weren't. If they
And
were
most of them
flat,
don't
they'd be
even
on the
have a
Olympic team.
butt.
They're not on an Olympic team. They were like, but I mean, no.
Gymnastics, man, they're skinny and flexible. But I did know one girl.
You
that
know,
was a
I just said,
tumbler.
Luke, you just took all the joy out of this. They
Actually,
were beautiful.
actually, her
girls.
name was Marla, man, and she
I dated.
was very. She was like
I
the
had a
biggest
relationship with a
busted
woman.
chick in high school, man. I mean, and she was
Big
just-
old bitties.
and she could run and tumble and stuff. You know, she's one of those girls that was just. She could probably have 50 kids, you know, and not even look like she had one, you know.
She could what?
She already came pre-bred.
Yeah, she could probably have 50 kids.
Had nice hips and the big old udders. Got the whole child
Really?
rearing thing
Yeah,
going on.
and was very flexible and could do backflips, and she was a tumbler. She would run out. She was the only one we had in the school, so
She
the
tumbled
cheerleaders
for? Would
would
she
come
tumble
running
for
out,
you?
and the cheerleaders pom-pommed and stuff, and she would come out tumbling. And,
Go ass over tea kettle.
yeah.
I said, would she tumble for you?
Man,
Did she tumble for you?
you know, if I wasn't so fucking shy back then, man,
I would have been all over
damn
that.
God
Hey, you know
damn
what?
it,
I'm not
man.
going to be cocky because you know what, Luke? None of us were outgoing. Well, Bill may have. I know me.
I was outgoing,
I was always
but I was
shocked
just,
when an attractive woman would talk to me. I was
Well,
always shocked.
I was always able to make friends with them, and so then you can't ask them out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah,
That's what I- that was
I
my
would love
thing.
to have gotten to the friend
Then,
zone.
then
Oh,
you're in,
man,
then you're in
I-
the safe
I didn't
spot.
even get to the friend zone. I mean, they're talking to me and stuff like that. You know, when the girls think you're cute, and no matter how cute you might be, or they think you are, if you don't have any faith in yourself, it doesn't matter how cute you are, you might be, or you're not, nothing's going to come out of it.
Well, you always have to, you know, once you hear, "Oh, you're such a good friend," you know, you're not
That
getting.
means you're not getting head.
No.
No, see, I know I got a couple girls like that, but most of them were. I know. I'm not saying got a couple. I mean, I just didn't know what to do. I was Catholic. I had no one giving me directions on what, you know, when do I start using hand and where to go with it and stuff. I had a cousin that was poorly trained, so he couldn't tell me shit. You know, you have one of
You
those
know, that
cousins that
is,
tell you where'd you get your sex information when you were growing up, Luke.
Dear Abby pamphlet that my mom gave me.
Well, that probably was a little more informative where I got mine. How about you, Bill?
Probably my dirty uncle.
Well, see, I was 12 when she gave
But
it
they
to
never
me, and I
really
hit
tell you
puberty
exactly.
at
They
9.
don't tell you-
Oh yeah.
No,
Oh yeah. He do diagrams, pictures. Hey,
this is how the penis goes in.
no,
and
check
when-
this penthouse out. Look at that guy. That's where you do it.
No, but what to expect when you're doing it, how excited you're going to be when you get in there the first time.
Most farm kids.
2 pumps and a squirt, you know.
Yeah. that's it.
Most farm kids
Like
have
you may not even get it. People didn't really quite understand. You go, how the fuck am I not? How am I? When some girl super hot is rubbing against me, how am I supposed to be able to sustain not coming for less than 5 seconds. A premature ejaculation has nothing to do with, being it's not a problem. It's a it's
Hey,
you're too
there's
excited.
Henry.
You're too excited. Well, I'm glad we're almost done with that part of the conversation. We were talking about premature something right up to that point. We did. We just finished with it. I said, that is amazing how we got into that section. And at the Keys Bartender, once again, we'd like to reintroduce ourselves. I'm here with Luke Glenn.
Yep.
I'm here with Bill Wissinger.
Hey, how y'all
We're joined with
doing?
Henry Menendez right now, the organizer and producer of the Key Largo Bridge Run that's coming up starting Friday night and Saturday. We're at the we're not at the Blackwater. We're at Shipwrecks. We're at Shipwrecks, and we
Thank
have
you, Jim. Thank you.
to Henry. So tell us a little what's going to be happening this weekend and what can. Hey, Bill, we're going to find out a little more about the Bridge Run.
Well, it looks like there's a lot going on. We begin Friday morning at 10 a.m. at Packet Pickup at First State Bank, mile marker 97. Pick up your race packets early, your shirts. From there, we can move on to Doc's Diner for the Pasta Palooza. All proceeds are going to Key Largo Rotary.
And I was looking at the menu, man, and it looks like some really good.
You got some
They're
good
going to have
pasta.
like a
Well, actually,
Italian
Chef Doc
stuff.
Bellini's cooking.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
I
menu.
have
was
tickets
like,
for
damn.
sale. I'm selling tickets. I'm going to buy the tickets if I don't do it right. But I'm probably going to send Abby there with our daughter. Maybe.
You should. You should attend, too. Why not?
I'm working.
Oh.
People forget, like, I'm the Keys bartender, not the Keys minister, not the Keys guy that picks up the trash, which is a great job. Being sanitation is very important here.
Absolutely.
But because
Hell,
of
they
my
make more than I
job,
do.
I'm not available at the busiest social times of it.
Well, you're a wanted bartender. That's why. Because if you were not good at your job, they probably wouldn't have you during the busy times.
I think I'm at the level of bartending where I'm supposed to be. I'm at the height.
Yeah?
I'm not supposed to be too classy. I can't be. Well, I think I could be really rustic. I probably can work in a fucking place that you wouldn't walk into. You would probably scrape your feet when you come up. I think.
Actually, I've been in bars before. Well, for example, Kimberly used to work at this place called Vic's Embers in fucking up by Eustis, and it was a kind of a higher end place. So I would be coming in off the road, and I would always swing in and see her when I got into town, and because I wouldn't see her for like fucking 8 weeks at a time, 8 to 10 weeks, we'd be out on the road. So, so I don't fucking like shoes. And, so this place you had to have.
Shoes don't like you either, motherfucker.
You had to have fucking proper fucking shoes and a fucking. They'd let
proper
you in the bar.
pants, proper pants.
They would let you in the bar
Covering your
without a
genitals.
tie, but you couldn't go in the dining room. You had to have a suit and tie to eat, Swear to God.
Sounds like your kind of place.
Well,
No, but that's where she worked.
Luke
and
used
so,
to wear a shirt and tie.
no, I never did.
Well, you told me one time you wore a shirt and tie when you used to do tat work years ago.
No, I didn't wear a shirt and tie ever.
I thought
I did. The only time I ever wore a shirt and tie was when I went to fucking my junior fucking prom. When I went to my senior prom, I didn't wear a fucking tie. Man.
I was all about wearing fucking ties, motherfucker.
I hated
tie
ties,
wearing
man.
motherfucker.
So
I am.
anyway,
Okay.
So Kimberly's working there, and I would go in, and most of the time nobody would notice. Nobody really looks at your feet, So I would get in there, man, and I'd start bullshitting with people, and next thing you know, got all these guys buying drinks, and then, giving them free entertainment and stuff, having everybody laughing and shit, and the guy would come up to throw me out, and they'd be, oh, man, let him stay, come on, man, and I was told not to show up there anymore, but like I said, I was only there fucking once every goddamn month and a half or so. So, I forgot you threw me out last time.
So, are you
I've been
gonna
thrown out of so many
I
other
know
places.
You're performing. Are you going to be going?
Well,
on
so-
the Bridge Run?
So
Luke?
I
on
don't
to the
think
main
so.
event, right? We have the bridge run starting at 7:30, and Luke Glenn is coming out with his band to perform at the post-race party for the Key Largo Bridge Run,
At
the
Gilbert.
First State Bank Key Largo Bridge Run.
The First State Bank Key Largo Bridge Run. And Luke
Yeah.
Glenn will run. For every
I
mile
cannot
you
run.
run, he will walk 1 foot. How do you like that?
That's too many people, man. That'd be a lot of walking.
No, that's less than, you know what? It's less than a quarter mile, and in the course of a day, you probably walk a half a mile.
No, actually, because of him, man, I generally walk 4 to 5 miles a day.
I thought you were getting a little thin there. You know that? Look, you look lean. You look like a former golfer on the Masters thing. And you just got fucking burnt out because
There you
fucking
go.
Dunlop dumped you as your main sponsor, and someone some aliens anally probed you, and your wife tried
Man,
to
after
put you
sitting in a cab
like
for 2
robotic
days
outfit.
for
Yeah, I know, it feels
24
like you've been
hours,
anally
it
probed.
feels like I've been anally probed, man. I'm like, damn. I don't even want to fucking wipe
No, but
my
I was
ass.
noticing. I said to Kim, I said, Luke is looking really fit. No, Luke, you look more fit than I've seen you in a long time. You know that? If you
Oh,
went
good.
and decided to, I mean, you don't never shave, but if you shaved,
Oh God,
you look
man.
like anybody.
Would you ever
could
shave,
walk
Luke?
around? If I bet if Luke shaved everything or Bill shaved everything,
Not willingly.
and they no, not willingly. If they did it if they got paid to do it and walked
No.
around, they could walk around.
No, and I
for
won't do it for
a
money.
week or so and not know it's Luke or Bill.
I mean, the only way it would happen is if they had to fucking like remove my lower jaw or something.
No, without seeing your look,
Serious
they're
surgery.
so inculcated to your look, they wouldn't notice your voice and Bill's voice. They would forget about your voices. They go, man, I can't fucking tell who you are, man. They've been looking at you, you couldn't tell.
Hell, if I don't wear
But
my,
I'll tell you, if I put a long hair on me and a long beard, they know it's fucking me
Well,
that's because you go gradual.
because I'm an asshole.
that's why I figure if I need to do something really fucked up, I know how to get away with it, man.
Just shave your face.
Yeah, and do
You
shit.
would like, what
Go
would
out
you
and
wear?
buy-
What kind of
There
clothes
you
would
go.
you wear?
Oh, I would go out and get me fucking like
Capri pants.
jewelry and shit, man.
Get capri pants. Capri pants.
and
Capri pants and slick your hair back.
and one of them, like Gilligan fucking hats or something like that, man.
That'd be fucking great.
Hawaiian shirts and stuff, man, and I would carry around a fucking Jimmy Buffett fucking.
Fuck, we could do a heist movie, right? A heist movie. I would turn out trying to look like you, and you would try to look like me. Get it?
What's Ice movie?
A heist.
Heist movie.
A heist.
Heist.
Like Oceans or
Like Ocean's
Bayside
11
4.
or like,
well, actually Bayside 4 or Inside the Inlet. Because we
heisting,
couldn't-
like stealing, jacking. I don't know how
Like
you call it.
Reservoir Dogs or something.
no, like a
Everybody dies.
no, like a little more finer than Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs are no.
That was a pretty brutal movie.
That was brutal. We're talking about a little more showmanship. A little more showmanship where you're going, they don't
What,
know
like
what the fuck
Jean-Claude
happened.
Van
that
Damme?
guy looked like a straight up stoner.
Ain't no
and
way
then
I
he
won't be
came
able to kick
out,
anybody
he
in the
looks
face.
like a Baptist
I'm just going to have to
minister.
shoot your ass.
So besides having Luke at the bridge run, aren't you going to be stealing the show by doing a live broadcast
No,
at
I'm
the
not gonna
bridge
steal.
run?
It's not about me. It's about talking about the show. I don't give a fuck. I care about raising money. I don't have to worry about. I want to make sure Luke does well, his band does well, that Luke wakes up in time for the show.
No, I'll be up, man, because from doing my cab shifts, man, I fucking.
Getting up in the morning now.
I generally wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning, whether I want to.
This
or
is the
not.
earliest gig you've ever had, huh?
I'm thinking it is, man. This could very well be.
I am glad that I actually broke a
8
record
a.m.
for you.
Holy
That's the
shit.
earliest kid.
Well, we have to. I told. Well, we got to be there. What, about 6:30?
Yeah.
So
You never had an earlier gig than that?
Damn.
Oh, don't worry. We're doing setup at 2
I
a.m.
have played gigs that
You-
lasted
y'all- yeah,
until.
I
You already
played.
doing
I
setup
played
at
at
2
6
a.m.?
o'clock. in
Yeah,
the
we
morning.
start setup
I mean,
at
I've
2
played-
a.m.
Yeah,
Yeah, I played at 6 o'clock in the morning, but it's been left
See,
over from the
wait,
night
Saturday
before.
morning.
and we're.
Yeah, you got me completely.
We used to play
thinking they're-
midnight
they-
to
they're
6.
early.
And
I don't know me
in
to
a
talk
couple
about.
of places, man, and
I was amazed by
It
it. And I
would-
overspoke. Luke, and I apologize.
pardon me, I meant to puke, man.
Oh man, that was
That was
nice.
just rude and shit.
was
man.
nice.
I'm
That's a good
sorry. I
one.
apologize.
Better out than in, man.
sorry. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you know what? Another nice thing. Once again, we got to go and hit the high spots. You can still get tickets for Pasta Palooza,
Yes, $25 pre-sale, $40 at the door.
and I got
Bridge
I have-
Run.
I have tickets right now. I'm trying to sell.
Bridge run
What
for
do
the 5K is $37.50. We'll go up to
What
$45.
time does the pasta dinner start, man?
5 p.m.
5 p.m. 5 to 8.
man.
They
All
have a-
you can
and-
eat.
and they have an honor
Oh,
bar.
wow.
They have an honor bar for wine and beer.
That's right.
I heard you say on. Wait, there used to be an old toast, and you go, "Tears to my first love." I took her out one day, and she made an offer, and I honored her offer. So later on that night, I was honoring her on her and off her all
Honor and
night.
offer, honor and offer.
Honor her offer.
Offer honor.
So later, I was on her and off her.
I see.
Yeah, which is very sexist. That's bullshit.
What did
That's
Jim
sucking
do with his
son.
first 50-cent piece?
What?
He married her.
Married her.
Oh, that's man. That's
an
so
old one, yeah.
a homie one. You talk to the minor 49er.
Bridge run, charity benefits.
Oh, yeah.
Part of the proceeds go to Key Largo School.
Yep. And for well, let's hear more about it.
5K, $37.50 goes up to $45 day of.
Yep. And you know what? You can't even get any better view when you're running. The danger of running, it's so beautiful running over Jewfish Creek at that time. You can see the Atlantic Ocean. You're starting at
The
Gilbert's.
Florida
going
Bay.
across-
You get to see the Florida Bay.
You see Florida Bay. But, I mean, you're starting up sunrise over the Atlantic, and you see it, the long lines of shadows across Florida Bay, Blackwater
That's right.
Sound, and Jewfish
Oh,
Creek.
yeah.
Hey, you know what? I can go. Do you need another one right here? Can I get one more? One more bush. So it is no better time. So you sign up. You can sign up online. You can still
Yep.
sign up online,
KeyLargoBridgeRun.com.
and then you show up. If you still want to buy tickets for the Pasta Palooza.
And this year, man, we have the
You know what
special
Pasta
streaking edition.
You're okay. Well, let's keep it short because we got to get back to the bridge room. What's the special? Oh, are we going to do a run naked?
Yeah, they're going to do a quick streaking run, man, for anybody that wants to run naked.
And they're going to. The problem is because when they tried to do that before on a non-running event, people threw those little coconut things at people's anuses when you're running naked because they're always trying to hit you right there. That's where you want to hit someone. I hate to say it. I'm laughing because I remembered when someone said, if someone's running naked, if they're streaking in front of you, trying to hit them in your anus.
Oh shit! This gave me a flashback when
You got hit in
when
your
I was
anus?
when I was
You
in
got hit in
high
your anus?
school. If you got selected to be in Key Club, the final night of the Hell Week or whatever would be they took us out to where the airport was because there's nothing out there, and there's just the road.
Throw rocks at you. The run.
Well, oranges,
road
man.
runners.
They went and got green oranges and shit because we had old orange groves around us. So they'd go pick oranges and fucking rotten fruit and shit, man. And so they'd commence you running, and you had a whole gauntlet you had to run down, you know. And so most of us, we'd bolt for the woods, man. But the woods was full of saw palmetto. So you got to be real fucking careful where your dick goes in saw palmetto.
Okay.
Because you're trying to get away from the fucking stinky ass fruit by cutting through the woods. Because you got to make it from point A to point B. But
Why's your dick out?
Well, because we're all naked and they're throwing shit at you.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Well, you
humiliation event, man.
Oh, I know.
Now they would call that hazing, and they would arrest all of us.
Henry,
you know?
Henry didn't cover himself. When you said it, I go, why? I go like this, like a gentleman. I go like this, like I would go, oh, excuse me. Why would you take me out?
No, because we're all streaking.
You're right.
Anyway,
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. I know.
What year was this, Luke?
Let's see. The year I did it, it was 1980.
Hey, listen. If you look at it, look how far we've come. Now we're doing a bridge run where you can get a claim. You can actually comradeship with people that are running for a good cause, challenging each other. The treat of the.
I just hope people are up for fucking some rock and roll in the morning. You know.
Oh, really?
Well,
Maybe
you know,
you're
I
looking-
would think that most people that run, man, that they're used to waking up and fucking putting on some fucking.
They're
Yeah,
ready. They're
when-
ready in the morning. After they're done running,
When I had a
They
day
are
job,
fired
man,
up.
the way I got to the day job,
You
man,
know what?
I cranked up.
We're
some
gonna get a
fucking,
butt
like,
plug for you, too.
AC/DC, man.
remember heard about the butt plugs?
No, my butthole's too sore
Hey,
right now.
Luke.
I don't want nothing fucking with my butthole. Like I said,
I
I've
know,
been
we're gonna
sitting
get
on
a-
it for 24 hours straight, man.
We'll get a vibrating one for you.
It's
Okay,
like,
now,
son
but
of
you
a
can still
bitch.
get it. I know. Oh, luckily.
Maybe if you got it with some like anal ease or something like that, you know. Maybe if it acted more like a lubricating massager, man, that might make
Remember,
my rectum
we
feel
talked
better.
about not trying to indulge those baser instincts we have.
What, like thinking of the rectum as a whole?
Yes. Thinking the rectum as a whole, as a construct of a bigger thing. Okay. Well, listen, you can get the information on the Key Largo Bridge Run. It's going to be event. You should. The reason why you should be there is if you're a runner or you intend to be a runner, it's going to become a bigger event, and you can always tell someone later, I was there before it
I
got
know it's wrecked.
fucking huge.
That's right.
That's where the bridge run's going to get huge, and it's going to be one of the biggest events around. And
There
then
you
you're
go.
going to be one of these people looking for a room, and you'll be deciding you're going to have to find a room with Luke and Kim. And one night, you're going to do the
Come
pasta
on
thing,
now.
and Luke's going to walk out in his saggy green underwear. But he's going to be wealthy then.
It's
Because
stretched out by
when
the
bridge-
cats. by the
When
way.
the
It is
bridge
stretched out
run
by
gets
the cat.
famous, then Luke
Luke will get famous.
will be
He'll be
famous.
the resident band for the event. Resident band.
And that's that fucking
You know,
guy. That's that fucking guy that played
I'm
the
willing to-
bridge run.
Bless
He
your
looks
heart
like
for be
Gator.
willing to throw the dice, man, and I'll show up and I'll do best job I fucking
I
can
know
do.
you will.
That there.
And I just
when
hope that,
anybody picked
people
Luke,
are in the mood to fucking party that early.
They will.
Because I have nothing else to do that day, so I'm going to be partying, man.
Luke,
I'm going to be partying too.
I have
I'm
nothing
gonna be
against.
right with you,
I
man.
have nothing
is
against
it,
drinking
Saturday?
before
Yeah.
noon.
Okay, cool.
Luke,
Yeah,
and
we're
the
playing over
Luke and his band of wizards have ensured
Well,
that
we'll
the
be
weather
done- by the
will be
time I get
perfect.
done over
Because
there,
they're
we'll
casting a
drink with
spell.
Clear skies.
Might just do
Luke and his band of wizards are planning a clear sky spell for around here. Right?
A clear sky smell.
Okay, that's
Spell.
all right.
Spell.
Oh.
Spell.
Hey, Luke.
Sorry, my ears
smokes
aren't so good
weed a little
sometimes.
later in the day. You were at our table, weren't you?
When?
When Donnie asked me,
Yes.
you heard the question?
Yes.
And I kind of changed it around so you wouldn't sound like that.
It's okay.
Oh, yeah.
I think it was okay.
Oh, it was okay?
Yeah,
I
it was
didn't
fine.
talk about it.
I thought it was pretty funny.
About not the...
Yes. Yes.
Okay. That was
I know
fine.
exactly what you're talking about.
Hey,
That's
you're
good.
the one that said you got to talk the mic in your mouth, and you're like moving it down and whispering.
Well,
and
because
shit.
it's inappropriate. I didn't actually want to out someone for some question, and I said something really bad.
Well, we could call him Donnie Doe, right? Donnie Doe.
Or Donnie Niffin.
Donnie Niffit.
Donnie Niffin asked me.
Is that like Mr. Limpet?
Ronnie Niffin asked me, who do you think is hot here? I was at an early meeting, and I said, oh, and I said two names. I'm going, oh, well, she is. She is. And he goes, no, not her. And I go, not the Finnish exchange student. And he goes, shut up. I go, well, she does. I can see with the makeup, she's very attractive.
There you
And that's
go.
where I tried to make that story in there. And I just came out. He may sue me now. He's a lawyer,
Yeah.
Yep.
Not a good one. Thank God he's not a good lawyer.
He's actually a good one, but he does
I mean,
a
he's not
different
really
kind
good
of
for that
law.
no, he doesn't practice that kind of law.
Right.
That'd be kind of funny. Well, he thinks I'm a genius anyway. He thinks I'm an
He wants
untapped
Rex
genius.
to come over and see him.
yeah,
but
what
Rex
time are
has
we
been
right here?
fucked with too much.
We're 30 minutes into it. So,
Into it, man. I remember every now and again, man, I would have fucking nights where I'd be 30 minutes into it. When I'd have one of them Jim Beam dicks and you just can't bust a nut, man.
Nothing happens,
And
man.
you're just fucking and fucking, man, like a porn star would.
that is like
And
a
then-
misogynistic attitude. that
No,
I
no,
don't
but
stand
here's
for.
the thing. It always, for me anyway,
It happens in a dream.
no, it happens with the ugly girls, man.
That's why.
That is
you
horrible.
know?
That's why, man.
No, it couldn't be in the hot chick I had the other week where it's like, man, she was just so hot, you know? I had to eat her for an hour just to get her off, you know?
You know what? This is where not having a video does a disservice because I just stood there with my open mouth and I go, fucking Luke's talking about eating a girl out. and
Yeah.
She's not.
Oh, wow. I'm
well,
sorry. I
there you
thought
go.
we was explicit allowed.
No, he
and
can
stuff.
be.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it's not sensitive though.
I am sensitive, man.
It's like
He's
uncaring.
very sensitive.
It's a
No,
really
man,
uncaring.
really, I wouldn't have ate her for an hour if I didn't care.
That's a fucking great answer. That's a great answer. I'm not sure. Hey, do I look like I'm offended?
No.
I'm just trying to deal with. I'm processing the answer, and I hear it, and I just go through it. Did I go and say, "Well, fucking this, we're gonna fucking ruin"? No, it's not. It doesn't matter. But I didn't ask you to go and sacrifice your. I mean,
It doesn't look like he was sacrificing.
yeah, you were because
You know, sometimes, man, you can eat pussy so much, man, that your jaw goes slack, man. Your tongue is fucking locked up, man.
I thought Bill was trying to do that to say so. He wouldn't
No,
say it.
he knows the feeling. He's been down there eating on
Bill's
it.
talking to the dog.
Because see, thing is. So here's the worst thing, though.
Yeah, I
Worse
mean,
than that.
Your jaw
What?
starts to hurt. It locks up. Your tongue gets numb.
That's why you got to change up your game. And I hate to say it.
I know.
You got to
so
work between.
but I've done flipped her around sideways, backwards ways. I've licked her from butthole to fucking clitoris many times.
the taint. I know. It's a bad one.
Oh, I'm
See
sorry.
where we go. I know. That got Henry out of the seat. But you know what, Luke? That was compelling.
Compelling.
We're gonna hold on to the thought.
What
I'm gonna
near
say
as
goodbye.
compelling, You
Let's
weren't
say-
getting licked. It was much more compelling for the person getting licked.
Yeah.
No, I understand that part. I'm just going to be a regular person and say goodbye to our guest, Henry Menendez. Thank him for showing
Hey,
up.
Henry, thank you for the,
All right,
the
guys.
hookup, man, and I'll
We're gonna
see
be
you
doing-
Saturday,
There you go.
bright and early.
I'm going to do a remote show.
Do I need to go get like a thing so we can get down the road, or
Yeah, I'll send you a pass.
okay?
Okay.
cool.
You want me there at 6:30? 6? When's the best time?
I would be there before 7. So I'll send you the pass, or you can send it to him because I don't have his email address.
Mine's easy, man. It's LUKEGLENN 123
Luke Glenn 123
at
86
Gmail
Can
Umlaut.
you text it to me?
Oh yeah.
at gmail.com.
We'll get
Luke
it.
Glenn 123 at gmail.com.
Luke Glenn 123. You think that's easy?
Yeah, except for I got two N's in my
Yeah.
in there.
I go keysbartender.com. People can't find a website. Keysbartender.com. How's it spelled? Keysbartender.com. And people can't get there. Once you throw 1, 2, 3, it's fucked. It might as well be the Enigma.
Actually,
the Nazi
I didn't even
code.
create that email, man. There,
It's a suggested one.
when I bought
I'll talk to you,
a
okay?
phone, that's the email.
I'll be
he
there
gave.
See
early
you,
so I
Henry.
can get set up, and I'll do pre-setup. I'll do a long show. I'm gonna bring a recording equipment, and it's me talking over the thing, but Henry's here. I'll bring recording. We'll have recording equipment, but we'll do remote, and we'll do probably live. There we go. We're saying goodbye to Henry Menendez, and but right before that, and I didn't interrupt. You were talking about how tiring it became if you had to perform oral sex on a woman continually. And you said that's by alternating back and forth doing The licking from the
sideways, upside down, right
you
side
go through
up.
the taint, from the asshole to the taint.
I mean, eat her from behind, eat her from the front, from the side, from over the top.
From over the top.
Yeah, and
Over the
from under the
shoulders.
bottom,
From over the top, it's when.
and from under the
and then-
bottom.
Okay, if you're using that number that multiplies or divides well by 3, right?
No, not necessarily.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's
Over the
more than
top
one.
means
There's
that-
more.
over-
What? No, see, there's other ways of going over the top without having to put your dong in their face.
Oh, yeah.
Because sometimes a chick just doesn't want a dong in her face, man.
That's you being sensitive. I like that. So
important
you
to be
actually believe
sensitive.
that? Okay, well, Mike, we're going to have T-Bone.
Oh, we've had T-Bone on the mic for a while.
Yeah.
He's been over here putting his 2 cents in.
Yeah, come here, T-Bone.
Now that boy gets all sorts of licks in.
Oh
T-Bone.
man.
T-Bone is
So
Luke's dog,
he's-
and T-Bone
and he's
is
way
a sweet
cool.
dog. Yeah, he's very loving.
We were
what's
at Gilbert's.
what's he doing right now? He's just always.
He's wanting my attention because.
Come on, pay attention to T-Bone. T-Bone,
Yeah, we're all
come
sitting
over.
here and we're not talking to him, so he's a little.
Well,
bummed
no,
about
and,
that.
and he's like giving me the he has to poop look.
You know what, T-Bone, you're right.
Oh.
You know, the nice thing about it, the beautiful weather we had. Bill was mentioning.
Oh, we're gonna go for a nice walk.
We're
then,
at
boom.
We're at Shipwrecks in
Yeah.
North Key
In a minute,
Largo.
And it's gorgeous.
We're right on the patio.
I don't
It's,
even bother to tell him like an exact time. I just say in a minute.
Yep.
And,
Yeah.
And because see, he's on dog time, and they don't know how to read a clock. They're not in. They're just. I'm awake. I
Luke
want to
has
do
deep
shit.
been explaining how he talks to his dog,
Yep.
like
Dog-
it really
dog-
matters to the dog.
Dog time is a completely.
No, that's what I
different
mean.
thing.
It doesn't matter nothing to him.
Yeah,
Yes, I know. Yeah, no, I had to turn around. The wind's coming across real nice. I had to turn around. It
It
was
is so
blowing my hair in the
beautiful.
face.
I mean,
I know. Well, no, I don't.
man, this is like
This is the best.
comfortable, man.
This is the best weather we've.
We've had all summer, man. It's like the heat's finally broke,
Yes.
man.
Get on them.
Okay.
You know what? You can do it. You got to get on the mic, though. Ask the question on the mic. This is. Okay, here we go. You got to talk. Yeah.
Hello,
If you wanna
world.
Talk to Bill.
What do you
Let's
need?
hear it.
What's the subject tonight?
No, it doesn't matter.
there's-
Oh no.
we
Oh no,
really
I just
don't.
I had a sound question for Bill.
Yeah, this is a good
okay.
one. Ask
Yeah,
a real
sound
sound question.
Okay.
This could be part of the show.
So you plug in your mic. I've had this happen at my karaoke, and I'm
Right.
trying to figure out how to do it. It sounds like really
it.
tinny.
Yeah.
That's your highs and lows, correct?
That's usually your highs.
So turn the highs down if it's too tinny.
Usually turn the highs.
Actually, when it sounds tinny, that's your
Sometimes-
upper mids.
yeah, upper
man.
mids
You
if
gotta
you're on
watch
Luke's
your
board.
upper mids. Like if you got a 4-band.
Are you talking about?
Yeah, that's
Are you
because
talking about?
talking about that.
Hey,
But
folks, this
I
is
usually
where-
Like
start
the
with
mixer
everything
at
at
the
noon.
crib.
I
Yeah.
usually start with all of them
Well,
at noon.
Okay, at the crib,
Since
I
we're
can
at
tell you
Shipwrecks.
but from experience. You want to kick the very highs.
We're just
way
showing
up
you what
at the crib,
happens
'cause
during
those
the show.
Yamahas don't.
They don't have
They
any
don't-
high.
they don't
end.
have any
the
high
high.
end.
Okay.
Bang,
And-
bang
and
them up.
so
9 o'clock.
They think you actually
Or 3
that you
o'clock.
want to
And
hear
so
about them
the tinny range
telling
on
them
them
what
isn't
level
really the issue.
all the
It's-
music's
it's
gonna
that
be.
lower
And they think
mid.
it might be
You want
entertaining
to
to
cut
you
that
all,
low
though.
mid back.
That's all right.
Back,
Because
okay.
My listeners,
That's the muddy. That's
That's-
our listeners,
that,
I
that
read
makes that makes
this
the vocals
weird
like
stuff
this,
probably
you
is
know?
selling over there.
Okay, it kind of
'Cause the mullahs
muffles
will
them a
be
little
really
bit.
confused
And if you
they
got
hear this
girls with,
shit.
you got skinny women,
And you know,
crack
in
their bottoms
Canada,
up.
if you had to listen to this,
Because otherwise they got
Yeah,
nothing.
like
you need-
mysterious
'cause
English language.
especially now the
that
subs
English
broke there.
American language,
Yeah.
where we're
So
talking and you
pump
can't
the
understand.
bass a little bit.
Because obviously,
Yeah, I haven't
they
turned
think
that
it's
sub on.
interesting.
If you-
and
if-
make
year.
sure that the,
But it's not
the-
happening. I don't know
A
if
lot
they
of
turn off
times
the-
the other bands they cut the low end on the microphones because
Yes.
they hook up a sub and they
So-
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that that
They
button
will
is
go
up
exactly
Okay.
8
at the top.
minutes.
Now here's another
Describe
question
it.
for
And
you.
that's where
Remember,
the
there's the
two
second.
There's the
there's
blue
that,
one. The blue one is
Oh.
phantom power. So
Yeah.
you don't
Right.
worry
And
about
remember,
that.
there's that second set of levels for
Okay,
your
here we
for your mixer
Okay.
up on the top for your
for the monitors.
for the
man.
monitors.
Yeah.
yeah.
you need
So
to set
look-
those too.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you
Oh,
sound
okay.
like
Be
shit through the
oblivious now
monitors.
to how,
Okay, gotcha.
how like really boring this shit is right now. So it will continue.
Hey, it's a
And
tech
they will
class,
go like this,
man.
it's a tech
Hey,
thing.
you said
and
ask
they
the
think,
question.
no, I explained to some of the foreigners. I said, Canadians your screen went out. Canadians
Yeah, it
will
does.
think it's this weird American language. They think that we're making fun of them because we're talking audio stuff, and
Hey.
people find it interesting. I think it's interesting. I didn't invite you over because they're going to do the conversation.
go.
I was going to overtalk and say they think people actually think it's enjoyable.
It is.
It's only enjoyable to people that have a problem right then.
Yeah, right.
If we had a talk show, we say, you know what?
We do have a talk
So-
show.
No, but
like,
it,
if
it
you're
was only
sitting
for
there
closed people that
and-
have closed
and you
penis
ever-
on their penis. It goes, what does it feel like to have
Ouch,
the
that would
clothespin
hurt.
off the
See, Jim, he looks at a mixing board, and all he sees is a bunch of knobs. And
Whole
how the fuck
fucking
does
thing
anybody
of-
know how
thing
to
of
work
swinging
that?
things.
And the thing is a mixing board is actually a very, very simplistic device. There's just a lot of it
Yep.
because you're mixing live sound.
Once again,
And you gotta
this is
remember-
where
you got to
Luke
remember,
and Bill think
channel
that's
1,
very
channel
interesting.
2, channel 3, all the way down. No matter how many channels,
Match.
they're all the exact
Yep.
same thing. Every knob on them does the exact
same
thing
thing.
that it does on all the
And
other
th-
channels.
then you got to
No,
learn.
I make it sure
then
that
they
they
might have a
match.
few other
and then you got to
channels.
learn different boards because I was
Yes,
using
and the
Yes.
different boards, even though they work the same way, they do it differently.
because I was using a little Mackie DI board this
I'm
last
not,
week
I'm
down
not
in Key
ridiculing.
West.
I apologize.
And then,
I
like, this
thought that
Bose
was
works
really cool. I
differently.
asked you.
Yeah, and these
Hon,
are-
I wanted to ask you about your
the whole
band. Come on.
Boses are
We got to get
weird.
Since she was here doing this, you got to get a free plug.
Okay.
Let's talk about.
Get a
come on,
plug.
what are you doing,
Well,
sweetheart?
the
What
band
is-
That's
right
what kind of
now,
plug you
it's,
asked for. Name of it?
we are called Castaway.
Castaway.
We play every Wednesday night and Friday night here from 6 to 9. Wednesday night is the jam.
Yeah.
Friday night it's just me and Bob. But, like if musicians show up and they want to play, like if Big Bill were to come and
How
bring
long
his
you
big
got-
bass,
how
we
long
would
have you guys
love to
been in
have
the
him.
Keys?
Yes, you would.
No,
2 years
well,
and a
we've
month?
been together 2
I
years
remember
and
you
a month.
playing over at the
Bob
the
has
Cats
been in
for
the
Open.
Keys for how many years have you been here, Bob? 25 years. I moved here in 2000,
Yeah.
but I moved up to Daytona in 2006, and I came back in 2016. So I've been back almost 2 years now.
Hey, listen, if they want to get in
I remember
contact
when
you,
Marianne was here.
If they
the
want
first
to
time,
contact
man.
contact us or check out,
do
what
it
we
slow
do,
and let's explain it.
we have a Facebook site. It's Castaway, 2 words. The C is going to be capital. The A is going to be capital.
Okay.
And then comma Key Largo.
Okay.
Castaway Key Largo.
Castaway Key Largo.
Yes. And we are acoustic and vocal harmony is what we do.
Okay. See?
Yes.
Hey, listen, when someone comes over to get to beat their drum, man, that's it. It's always that.
And I also run karaoke at the Caribbean Club.
really?
Right after
Does.
this, I shoot
Whatever
over.
you
Yeah,
wanna
so it's a
talk
long
about,
night for
if
me.
you have anything to sell
Caribbean
there,
Club
do it.
I
karaoke,
heard
9:30 to
everybody had a
12:30.
really great
Okay.
time. at
Oh my God, the
Halloween, man.
Halloween!
When
You know
was
what?
Halloween?
Kathy
Good
was
time?
the best. The
Yeah.
owner, Kathy.
Oh,
She was
God.
Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice.
T-Bone.
She was the best Beetlejuice ever.
Yeah?
Oh my God, she was so good. But yeah, Mike dressed up as Freddie Mercury.
Yeah.
He had a onesie on, a black glittery onesie with like
Oh,
ruffles
no.
around here and ruffles down by his
It's
legs,
the best
and he had
costume in the
glitter
world.
all over. We had a couple. I had several couples. I had
I just couldn't
Prince
stay
Charming
awake.
and Snow White. I
Yeah, no,
had
I was out of
Jack
town.
and Coke.
You know what? I
As a
I can
costume,
never be
Yes.
inspired. I can never be inspired to pick a costume.
The
'Cause I pick
winner-
it too much. Like Freddie Mercury was brilliant.
Yeah,
So
that was
they
brilliant.
have, like-
Now the
they
one,
had a-
the guy
they
that
had a
won, I had no
bottle of
clue who
Jack
he
and
was
a
because I don't
beer.
have TV. I don't watch TV. But he was a character from The Office called Dwight.
Dwight.
Dwight. He was Dwight.
Oh my God, Dwight. Schrute's
Everybody, when he got up on stage, everybody roared. I was like, okay, he's got first place.
awesome. Dwight Schrute.
who was he?
Yeah, from The Office, TV show,
The British version or the American version?
the American version.
All right, I didn't watch that one.
The British version was very funny, but I love the American version too. My daughter loves it too. But that was
Of which
that
one?
was the great content.
The British-
And you guys are playing already.
Yeah, Bob's doing a sound
We're at
check.
Dynamic Mics, and we found out that even though
Yeah.
it's beautiful music, folks, come on down
You
sometime
really
for
can't
open mic
hear it
thing.
over the,
problem is right now
What's that?
because
You
we
can't
have
hear it on-
Dynamic
on
Mics,
Yeah, I don't
podcast.
think so.
they don't pick up
Yeah.
the music enough.
Yeah.
Which is great because when we're talking, it doesn't
Yep.
pick up. You can play as much as you want.
Well, these
I had
are-
I had to bring
The microphone
these,
really,
these
really
mics are
close.
designed
Yeah.
for somebody singing
Yep.
live,
Right.
not talking.
Right.
Yeah, that's why when you look at like Rush Limbaugh, because he's such a fucking pussy fucking waste anyway. That's why he has to have this
What you
big.
call him?
Big, huge
Pussy
fucking
motherfucking waste.
Waste of space.
You didn't mean his size around his circumference of him was.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
that
he
too.
got his fucking gut tied in half, and so whatever. He's got the brain power of an amoeba.
Tell us how you really
Two
feel,
amoebas.
Luke.
No, because two amoebas have two brain cells.
No, they just split. Now they're sharing half the same brain, man.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay. But at any rate, man, he's just a douche, man.
Any rate.
What were you talking about? Anyway?
No, I think you pretty much answered the whole thing.
I don't know.
Oh no, Luke, you
I got
whatever
lost,
you said
man.
was admirably
It does get lost.
expressed. It doesn't really
Hey, what do you think of this weather, guys?
Oh,
It's
man,
beautiful.
we're
We're
just
just
talking
talking
about
about
it, man.
Yeah,
folks,
it's like
if you're listening-
I'm coming
Awesome,
outside now because it's not so humid. Like I
you-
hide from like May.
Do you know who you know who's going to hear you?
Who?
Not only do we have like 40 to 50% are Florida, heavily concentrated in South
Yeah,
South
it's
Florida.
beautiful here.
No, but the rest of them are from all over. We got
Yes,
British,
right.
German,
Canadians.
Poland,
Canadian. Hello, Canada.
Iran.
And Iran.
Iran
Wow.
is
You know,
far
I'm
away.
wondering if the weather in
Once again,
Iran is
I wanna say
comparable
no.
to here. It's more
No, it's not
desert-like.
comparable. No, not.
It's very
no,
dry,
no,
isn't it?
Actually, they had some cold northern ones,
Really?
too. But I send a little shout out to them every so often.
Nice.
No, hear it.
Nice.
Really?
That's
I
how you
do.
shout out to the Iranians?
I can't. You know what? God
Man,
damn it.
that's
how he
not
does it.
how you do it, man.
How do you do
That's
it?
how he does it.
How do you do it?
Yo,
Do
hey,
Persian
Go,
for
yo,
How
hey,
are you?
Iran. Peace out, man.
Peace out, Iran.
Peace out. Come
North
on over to
Korea.
the Florida
North
Keys.
Korea,
You're going to
we
love
need
it.
North Korea. Oh, okay, we got to be closing up. We have to
North
tie it up.
Korea,
It's
man.
It's
they
time to
can't
go.
fucking-
Time to go.
They're not
Listen, if you are
allowed to
listening-
receive us, man.
If you are listening,
They
and if
don't
you haven't,
have,
you haven't Apple.
rights and stuff, man.
We're on
None.
Apple.
iTunes.
We are iTunes.
Oh,
iTunes.
Apple iTunes.
Give
Okay,
us a
great.
review. Give us a
Great.
review. That the review will boost viewership, or will because people see something in themselves that is, one of 1,000 people. If they see it,
Hey, guys,
there you
thanks
go.
for having me.
Oh, thank
Thank
you.
I'll
you,
talk
Marianne.
next
She's
week.
got to go.
I
I'll
didn't
talk
have
next
you, your
week.
I hear
mama had
guitars
you.
up there.
We will. You know what? We're in corporate. Bring the rest of
Bye,
the band
guys.
over. Okay.
Goodbye, world.
All right, man.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Go see
she's
you,
not
Marianne.
leaving it right now.
You finally use your
Okay.
chords yet?
With his Jim. Okay. Here we go. Oh,
There you go.
I'm sorry. Should we talk? Is this? Oh,
Close it. Close it.
Ow.
out.
okay. Well, this is Jim the Keys bartender. Thank you for spending
That's
time with
Jim,
us
the
today.
Keys
And
bartender. He's
That's-
damn glad to meet you.
Yeah, and I'm running for 2020 the anti-redneck ticket.
Oh, the anti-redneck ticket.
Anti-redneck.
Okay. Well, good for you.
I'm just kidding. I love rednecks. I'm there with you, man. I'm a fucking redneck. I'm a city redneck. I love you guys. Take care. I'm going to turn it over to Luke, and then Bill's going to sign
There
off.
you go.
See ya.
Hey, thank you all. We appreciate you showing up and listening. We will be back. Actually, Jim will be back on Saturday morning. He'll be doing the bridge run.
Oh yeah, man, the bridge run thing.
And
man.
he might even get Luke to talk a little bit if he's around. Luke's going to be recovering
easy.
from playing way too early in the morning. Thank you all so much. We do appreciate you hanging out with us, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you all so much, and we'll see you.
Right now, you can get both Sprint's unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10 included for just $35 per month per line for 5 lines. All you need is approved credit and an 18-month lease. No trade-in required. Visit a Sprint store, sprint.com, or call 800-SPRINT-1.
Phone $15 a month after $22.50 a month. Credit apply within 2 bills. If canceled earlier, remain a balance due. Unlimited basic after 6/30/20. Pay $32 per month per line for 5 lines with auto-pay. Data deprioritization during congestion. Speed maximums. Use rules and restrictions apply.
Hi, I'm Jay Farner, CEO of Quicken Loans, America's largest mortgage lender. Spring is prime home buying season, so if you're thinking about buying a home, right now is the time to lock a low rate, which can save you money every month on your new mortgage. With our exclusive Rate Shield approval, the low rate you lock today is protected for up to 90 days while you shop for your new home. With a Rate Shield approval, if rates go up, your low rate stays locked. But if rates go down, you get that new, even lower rate. Either way, you win. Talk to us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com to take advantage. Here's another great reason to work with us. For a record 9 years in a row, J.D. Power has ranked Quicken Loans highest in the nation in customer satisfaction for primary mortgage origination. Again, to lock in today's low mortgage interest rate and get the security of our exclusive Rate Shield approval, call us today at 800-QUICKEN or go to rocketmortgage.com.
For J.D. Power award information, visit jdpower.com. Rate Shield approval only valid on certain 30-year fixed-rate loans. Equal housing lender. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLS number 3030.